Of the United States government is to establish and maintain diplomatic relations with other countries. In every friendly and civilized nation in the world, there is an American embassy or legation. Whether it is Paris or Cairo, Shanghai, or any other remote outpost, the most reliable and confidential means of communication is the courier service. Armed only with his passport, the courier, like a global postman, delivers the top secret dispatches of our government.
Pass bitte.
Name?
Stephen McQuinn.
Profession?
Diplomatic courier.
Still lucky, my friend.
Thanks to you, Inspector. Is he dead?
Fortunately, my aim was better than his. Allah have mercy on his soul. Wessalam, Wessalik. Disperse the crowd and have him taken away.
Hey, what's this all about, Inspector? I've got leave from the department. I was supposed to meet a friend of mine here.
Nay, Bill Blake.
How did you know?
Allah's ways are often difficult to understand. Your friend is dead.
Dead? Bill is dead? What happened?
Not here, Mr. McQueen, please. Let's go to my office. Two days ago, we discovered your friend's body in an alley. Knife in his back.
Murdered? But why?
We found these papers in Mr. Blake's room. Geological reports and surveys of an oil field. The location is not specified, but if Mr. Blake's report is accurate, this field is richer than the Mosul Pool.
Aren't these papers worthless since they don't locate the field?
This is the last will and testament of William C. Blake. It names you as his sole heir. The heir to a possible 10 billion barrels of oil, Mr. McQueen.
Bill made me his heir? I see. Well, I guess that puts me first in line, doesn't it? I mean, for having a good reason to...
Have your friend killed? Not in my book of friendship, Mr. McQueen.
Thanks. Who killed him, Inspector?
We do not know who killed Mr. Blake. But the man who tried to kill you is a member of a group plotting the overthrow of our present government.
But why Blake and why me?
There are many threads not yet woven into a pattern. Maybe you can help. Tell me more about you and Mr. Blake.
All right. About a year ago, I got a letter from Bill saying he had a hunch on an oil field, that he needed money for a survey. I gave him what money I had, and he said that made us partners. Then last week, I got this wire from him. Want me to read it to you?
Oh, please.
It says, hit jackpot. Amir Fabian offered $1 million for 30% in deal. Had reason to refuse deal until you arrive. We'll give you details of field location then. Can you make it Wednesday the 17th? Wire, Hotel International, Teheran. Bill.
Amir Fabian is one of the world's richest men. It is said that he is a benefactor of my country. Yet his wealth says he is his own best benefactor.
Amir Fabian. That doesn't make sense.
Your friend might have been murdered for a map of the oil field. But so far, we have found no trace of any map. Mr. McQueen, how anxious are you to find the murderer of Bill Blake?
Bill was my good friend, Inspector. I'm on leave. I'll do anything.
Do you know the Cafe Oasis?
Yes, of course I do.
The Oasis has more information than 6 newspapers.
Oh. And I'm supposed to listen?
No, to talk. To talk of your friend's death. His natural death, not of murder.
Look, why haven't you given out the story before?
I waited for you. I want to talk about his oil fields. Your oil fields now.
And Bill's murderer will find me at the Oasis.
Like a bee finds clover. You will be found, Mr. McQueen.
Live bait, huh?
Yes. Live human bait.
Well, I'm already living on borrowed time.
Bis midyayi yikagoa. With Allah's help, we will try to prolong it. You must go now. Do you carry a gun?
No, I don't.
Then you take mine. May Allah protect you at the Oasis. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Thank you.
The usual, double on the rocks.
Cliff Harding as I live and breathe.
Of which you do neither in this godforsaken place. What are you doing here, McGuinn?
Well, a friend of mine died here. I came to clear up his affairs. Bill Blake.
Bill Blake? I saw him only a few days ago, right here. Said he'd been smelling oil. The way he was throwing his dough around, you'd think he found an oil Dorado.
Well, he did. That field could be bigger than East Texas or Muscle.
Judas Priest, how do you know?
Well, the geological reports and survey indicated.
You just told me Bill Blake was dead.
Well, he made me his heir.
Now, don't tell me you can read an oil smeller's tip sheet.
Well, maybe.
Look, if this isn't a wind oil, I know of a good tool pusher. Me.
Not you working?
Yeah, I must be part gopher. Last well was drier than a sandpit. Where's this ditch of yours located?
Oh, somewhere in Iran. Calls for a celebration, huh?
The way you said that, you're not celebrating. You're holding a wake. Aren't you, fella?
Is there any difference?
None.
Aren't you slumming in the wrong part of town?
I like it.
Better get yourself a strong man for an escort.
You do not look weak.
Oh, so I'm elected, just like that.
Pourquoi no? Just like that. If you buy me that promised drink.
Got it. Hey, what's the hurry, lady? Night's young and,
And your cliches are old. And please stop calling me lady.
Don't tempt me.
I asked for that. I'm sorry. Bientôt. Will Mika do?
Mika. That sounds nice. Mine's Steve. Will that do?
Hmm?
Do what, Mika?
To intrigue.
Pardon me for interrupting, but three's a crowd. I think I'll find myself another field.
I'll see you later, Harding. Oh, I'll talk to you about the oil field some other time.
He is discreet, your friend.
Well, maybe I ought to be a little more... Hey, there's Boris Zarkov. No friend of yours?
I am Polish, and he is a Russian KVD.
Well, I used to know him pretty well. Met him during the war. Hey, Boris.
If I recollect correctly, Mr. McQueen.
Just out of curiosity, what was your next line going to be?
I do not believe the familiarity of your greeting is warranted. Our acquaintance was in the line of duty only, 10 years ago.
My apologies. Come on, let's get a table. Makes me sick seeing a man, a real man, turn into that.
Oh, why bother about others when we still have not drunk our toast? To intrigue.
And to an intriguing lady.
Am I?
Aren't you?
No, just a calculating female who happened to hear you say at the bar that you're the new owner of a rich oil field.
Well, it looks that way. Biggest find since East Texas.
Here in Iran?
Somewhere in Iran. You know, in my country, we have a saying, closed mouth never lost fair oil field.
You're all right. But you must forgive me. I just did not want to see you disappointed.
I won't be.
To the greatest oil field in history. May you live to enjoy it.
The lady, she will dance with me, huh?
Look, fella, the band is going home for the night.
I did not ask you, American.
Go on, beat it, Bob.
Listen. All of you, listen to me. The miss, she will dance. This pig here say no. Give him the bomb rush, yes?
Quite a girl.
You're comme il faut. You're quite a guy, I mean to say.
Yeah. Look at me. This frighten a scarecrow.
Do I look like a scarecrow, Steve?
Well, kind of a nice scarecrow.
Come on, take your jacket off and let me clean those scratches.
All right. You'll find a first aid kit in that suitcase over there. We'll see how good a nurse you are.
Now, don't start yelling.
I never yell.
Oh, most men do when they get hurt.
Well, I'm different.
Are you?
Ow!
Well, at least you're human.
With you around, it's not difficult. What is it, Mika?
Please, Steve, no questions.
Such as?
Why I'm here?
You regret it?
No. It's just that I don't want to see you get hurt.
You should have thought of that before. Before that phony fight.
What do you mean?
Well, the guy who started it, he didn't want to dance. That was part of his act.
But why? Why?
Couldn't you answer that?
Steve.
Oh, forget it. I'm all mixed up. I know you saved my life by stopping that knife, so what should I say? I'm sorry or I'm very grateful?
Please don't say anything, Steve.
You'd do anything to get what you're after, wouldn't you? That doesn't answer anything for either one of us, does it?
All right. You're such a wise man, a man who knows everything. Remember this. When the oil field is rich, men get killed.
Like Blake?
You're the smart one. You guessed the answer. Good night. Just forget we ever met.
I'm so glad my invitation arrived in time.
It's my pleasure.
Oh, my deepest sympathy to you, Mr. McQueen. I know how you must feel about Mr. Blake's death.
It was quite sudden.
You are his heir, I understand.
That's right.
Then I should like to finish this business as quickly as possible. If you will present all of Mr. Blake's papers, including the map of the field.
Yes?
Then we can consummate the same contract I arranged for your partner.
I understand all Iran oil is controlled by the government. You can't exploit this field.
Governments change, Mr. McQueen. Sometimes most unexpectedly.
I see.
And when this one changes, I shouldn't like anything or anybody to stand in my way.
And this long-range speculation is worth $1 million to you?
To me, yes.
You understand, of course, there are other interested parties.
And what are they offering you, Mr. McQueen? Gold?
No, they offer lead and steel. However, as yet, they haven't identified themselves.
Oil is a very dangerous business. I suggest you avoid it. But these other offers should encourage you to accept mine.
Well, it merits consideration.
Well, then, shall we meet at my attorney's office tomorrow morning?
Fine, I'd like to.
You'll have the map and all the other papers.
I left them at the hotel. You do things so quickly, Mr. Fabian, I wasn't prepared. I'll have them tomorrow.
Fine. I thought you were ill, darling. May I present my wife, Mr. McQueen? Something wrong? Of course, I had forgotten. You met last night. I want to thank you for taking her out of something that might have become a very nasty brawl.
Is your business all settled?
Except for the details. Will you excuse me while I call my attorneys? Oh, darling, Mr. McQueen is joining us for lunch.
Do you always do your husband's dirty work? Did you meet Bill Blake at the Oasis, too?
I know you don't trust me, but you must listen. You've got to get out of Teheran tonight.
Is this your advice or your husband's?
Please, please, Steve, I only have a moment. You must listen. I'm trying to help.
Get to his hotel room.
Help Bill Blake.
Ransack it for the map.
I'm
Find
only
it.
trying to help you. This killing, it can't go on. You don't know what it's like. I can't live with it.
I'm learning fast. You're a good teacher.
Please believe me. I only have a moment. I'm risking everything I care about talking like this.
Yeah, you've got quite a lot to lose around here, huh?
For my sake, I beg you, leave Teheran.
Why don't you leave?
If I could, if I only could. My father was in a Polish concentration camp. Fabian got him out, into a laboratory. In return, My father remains alive only because of Fabian. He keeps that promise. I keep mine. Please, Steve.
Luncheon is served. Will you please follow me?
Thank you. I am not hungry, Amir.
Do you mind? Just the two of us?
Well, if you don't mind, let's forget lunch. And I just remembered I've got to get back to the hotel.
Of course. We can finish our discussion tomorrow.
You must be losing your touch. It's not your usual neat job, Boris.
I did not do this, Steve.
Sit down. Tell me more.
To begin with, I would like to apologize for my behavior at the Oasis. An American for a friend can mean exile, sometimes death for someone in my position.
Well, I'll accept that, Boris. But aren't you taking a chance coming to my room to tell me? From the looks of things, somebody's pretty curious about me already.
Fabian,
What do you know about him?
your friend was killed and you were shot at by orders of Fabian.
Why was I missed twice?
He was trying to frighten you to selling your oil fields to Fabian.
How do you know so much about him?
There is much more I can tell.
I'll get to the point.
I can hang Amir Fabian with what I know.
What do you want?
Political asylum in America, then I can speak more freely.
You sure you can make your story stick?
I am sure. But not here, in America.
Well, I'm only a courier, but I can't make any guarantees. I think something can be arranged.
Good.
But first, there's a piece of information I want for nothing.
Yes?
What do you know about Mrs. Fabian?
Mika? She is Polish. Her father died in a labor camp.
Died?
8 months ago.
Well, then Fabian's been lying to her all along.
Yes, he uses it to control her.
Excuse me. Get me Inspector Saladin, please.
Colonel Zarkov's story checks with the intelligences I have received on Amir Fabian over the years, but could never prove them.
You got enough on Fabian now to hang him.
All we have is a gun, my gun, which killed Colonel Zarkov. This is not evidence that will convict one of the richest and most influential men in the world.
Zarkov's story can be proven.
Yeah, by me, who had a public quarrel with him yesterday. And whose fingerprints are undoubtedly on the gun which killed him. Along with mine.
Yeah. American courier kills Russian colonel. They'll make hay with that kind of an incident. Fabian will die laughing.
Again, no witnesses.
Wait a minute. You may have a witness at that. Mika. With her father dead, I bet you she'd testify.
You're right. Unless Fabian has reached the same conclusion, we'd better hurry.
You've got to get out of Teheran immediately.
Why were you so anxious to see him leave, Mika?
I did not break our bargain, Amir. But I've had enough of killing.
No. You kept our bargain. But you disobeyed my instructions. Gentlemen, to what do I owe this honor?
This is not a social call, Mr. Fabian. Mr. McQueen has made a rather serious charge.
I'm accusing you of murder.
Murder?
Yes, the murder of William Blake.
Oh, this is serious. Of course you have witnesses.
Yes, one. Your wife.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, Mr. McQueen. Isn't he, Mika?
I have nothing I can say.
It seems you're wrong. And I don't find this amusing.
Fabian, why did you lie to her? Why didn't you tell her her father was dead? Your father never saw that laboratory, Mika. He died in the concentration camp 8 months ago.
It isn't true, Amir.
But it makes no difference. You're still Mrs. Fabian. And as my loyal wife, you have all the protection of my power. And a long and very happy life. Otherwise...
Otherwise? Are you threatening her?
Is the choice mine? I will testify gladly.
I was hoping my wife's devotion would be enough. But there is no witness, Mr. McQueen. As Inspector Saladin will tell you, by law, by our law, my wife cannot testify against her husband unless he consents.
Yes, Mr. McQueen, that is so.
You see, it was the only way.
I'm afraid you would have to come with me, Mrs. Fabian.
What's going to happen to her, Inspector?
By any law, Mr. McQueen, a clear...